Before we move on to the next functionality of the game, I want to talk about naming conventions. And what does that mean, naming conventions? It means that we should start giving our scripts names, right? Our program here is or our game here is very simple so far, right? We have these, like, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9 different parts, and we have 2 scripts. We have this script here that is the explosion script. We have this script here, which is the transparency script. But in your games, right, you're going to develop an obby that's a little bit more complicated than this. There's going to be quite a few more parts, and there's going to be quite a few more scripts. So if we did have a game that was a little bit more developed, and we open up our different scripts, right? Let's say I open up this one and this one. When I'm here and I'm coding, I can't immediately tell which script this is, right? I don't know for which part it is, right? I don't know exactly where it goes or what it's doing, or this one, right? I'm not sure which one is which. And so that's why naming your parts and naming your scripts is very important, so that you don't get too confused as you develop your game, okay? And you don't waste time. Because if you don't name your parts and your scripts correctly, then you'll be wasting time just thinking, oh my gosh, which script is this? Oh, how can I change this for which part? Is it this part or is it that part, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to call this guy here spawn location, right? So if I click on it, that highlights it. And then if I click on it again, then it will allow me to change the name of it. So I'm going to say spawn location _1. Okay? And I suggest that you do the same thing. And then I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to call him spawn location _2. And this last one, another way that you can rename the part is you could right click it and you can say rename. And I'm going to call this one _3. All right. And then this one here, I'm going to call him, let's call him explode part _1. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to assume that we're going to do explosions on all 3 of them. So I'm going to call this one explode part _2. And this one, lowercase explode parts _3. And yeah, so I think this one actually should be an uppercase, because objects are actually given a uppercase first letter, as we can see here: spawn 1, spawn 2, spawn 3. Right, they're all starting with the uppercase, and then the second word also starts with an uppercase. So that's what we're going to do here. And then here we have these extra explosion objects, and so I'm going to get rid of them. So I just highlight them and I right click and say delete. They go away, because of course my explosion objects are being created by this script here, right? And so now that we've renamed our explode parts, what I want to do is distinguish between this script and that script. And in Roblox, the way that we do that is we say explode part _1 _script. Okay. So now that I'm over here and I'm looking through my different scripts that are in my tabs, and I see this one, I know exactly which part this script belongs to. Right? I know that when I click over here, I know that this script belongs to that part. Okay, so saves us time, which saves us energy. Okay. So I'm going to also do the same thing with my other parts here that I added. Ooh, which one is this one? Okay, so I think this is a duplicate part, so I'm going to right click and delete him. And then this one over here, I'm going to call this trans part. Okay, trans for transparency. Trans part _1. I'm going to call this one trans parts _2, and this last one trans parts _3. And then of course this script here is going to be trans part _1 _script. Okay. Yeah, and then maybe we can call this model over here. We can call it staircase model. And there we go, right? So again, when we're building in Roblox, you want to make sure that your parts are all named correctly, and your corresponding scripts are also named appropriately, right? So I think this part, yeah, is a duplicate. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that one and delete him. So there we go.